everyone, it's Shell from Scrap Secrets and welcome back to my channel. Today's video features the Waffle Flower Beach Tote die. I used it to make a tag for my mom's Mother's Day present, and I made it double-sided. I wanted to show you guys how to take a die and make it 3D. So here are all the dies that are included in the set, and I used most of them. I already cut them out because my machine is on the other side of my room. So I cut them out from some paper that I got from Joann's. That's the pattern paper. The other ones were just scraps that I had in my scrap bin, but matched nicely. So I cut out the base tote twice from that same exact cardstock, and I made sure that I lined it up perfectly so the front and the back would match. And now I'm taking some of the purple pieces that I cut out and using the Distress Oxide in Shaded Lilac to go over the pieces. I wanted to give it a little bit of dimension, so just kind of going here and there and just adding a little bit of shading to it. So once that's done, we're going to place that to the side, and then we're going to start working on gluing those pieces together. I'm using Barely Arts glue to attach the strap to the base. When I do the second piece, you'll see I actually do this in reverse order. I do the bottom part and then the strap. The reason that I did that was because it was a little bit easier to line up the straps. There's not a marking on the bag in case you don't want to use the handle and you want to keep it the same color. There are no embossed lines, so this made it a little bit easier. These do line up fine and it's not a big deal, but if I was to give you guys a tip on how to do it, I would do the bottom first. Like I said, this was the first time that I ever used this die, so I wasn't sure in what order you should put things together. I haven't watched any videos on it because I just honestly have not had that much time. I wanted to do something different than a card for my mom because one, I didn't have a ton of time to make something, and two, I just wanted to use this die. She is a big beach person. She lives down at the beach probably more than half of the year, and I just really thought this was cute and would go along nicely with the present that I got her. So I'm attaching the bottom, and then I attach the strap piece to the tote bag, and then we're going to get started on the sunglasses. So I thought these ones were really cute. I cut them out twice from some tealish cardstock, and then I cut them out a third time from that silver foil cardstock that I have. And I wanted to attach the center pieces that are the fallout pieces from the sunglasses to those teal pieces. However, there isn't a backing, which is one of the things that I kind of think that I miss about this die set. I wish they had done a solid piece that would go behind it. And maybe that's what those other sunglasses are for. I don't know. I didn't line them up. But you could do what I did and create that arm. I did not glue the right heart down very much to that arm because I wanted that to actually tuck into the pocket. So I realized that didn't work. I decided to create a second arm and just use this piece as kind of a bridge to hold on the interior pieces of the sunglasses, if that makes sense. So now that that's done, we are going to go ahead and use some foam tape. We're going to use one layer of foam tape on the solid piece of tote bag. And then for the pocket, we're actually going to do 2 layers. The reason that I wanted to do that was to pop up the pocket a little bit from the back of the beach bag. And since we already used 1 layer of foam tape on the beach bag, I decided to use 2 on the pocket. I also did leave myself a little bit of room to tuck those sunglasses down into there, so you'll see that it's not fully covered with the foam tape. Now, those ones that are horizontal up by the handles, ignore one of those because I actually do take that out and I use it behind the sunglasses to pop them up because I realized once I stuck the yoga mat in that it didn't really work. I do also off camera go and highlight that little roll at the top. I used a Copic marker just to kind of outline that to give it a little bit of dimension because I did not use any Distress Oxide on the yoga mat. I'm not really sure why I didn't do that. Another cute thing you could have done was emboss it, and I didn't think of that until now, so I will have to try that again. So I'm cutting off the excess of the strap for the sunglasses and trying to figure out which way I want the yoga mat to lay and the sunglasses to lay. I couldn't come up with a good composition because I realized that that piece right there was not allowing the yoga mat to sit correctly. Once I did, I decided that I'm going to go ahead and use that excess piece behind the sunglasses on the left-hand side, which would be, if it's your pair, it would be the right-hand side, but as you're looking at it, the left-hand side. And then I glued the other piece down. I also cut a little bit of the yoga mat off so that it is not as tall and it fits in there a little bit better. No one is ever going to know unless they watch the video. So that is the entire tag for the day. I think that it looks super cute. If you need a quick and easy tag for a birthday present for the summer, this one is a great one to make because it probably only takes about 15-20 minutes to put it together. It can be great for a last minute present or just something that's nice and quick. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you have comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye!